Martí, you just got off the train here in Leicester. We're on New Walk. This is a walk that a number of supporters will do on a match day, of course, to get to the stadium. You yourself said you wanted to come out and see Leicester and get a feel for the city, get a feel for the people. So we've brought you here. Yeah, tell us what you think.
Well, excited to get to know the city. Obviously, the first couple of weeks have been busy and we've been spending a lot of time both in the camp in Austria but as well at Seagrave. And it's the first opportunity that I have to know the city and looking forward to it.
I guess the thing for people from any city, whether that's abroad, whether that's here in England, there is an immense pride that people have for where they're from, not least Catalonians in Catalan, of course. So is that something that you wanted to really get a sense of then here in Leicester?
Yeah, definitely. I'm aware about how the city is with a lot of people from different parts of the world, and the fact that this is one club city, I think it makes it very important for everyone. So we're going to try to make sure that everybody is proud and looking forward to understand more about it. I think that football is just an expression and each club has their own identity, and that's the way it must be. We need to make sure that we align, and we need to make sure that our fans feel proud about the way, not only the way we play, but as well, as I said, the way we want to fight for the shirt, for the badge. I think that that's extremely important, that they feel that everybody's giving the best, and I'm sure that this is something that they will appreciate.
So that's an important thing for you, is seeing the players then giving 100%, because that's everything supporters want to hear, I think.
You know, sometimes it becomes as a little bit like a topic, but that's the reality. Nowadays in football, games are so demanding from a physical point of view, and we need to do it by playing a certain brand of football. So we want to put the ball on the ground, we want to make sure that we play an attacking football, but there is a foundation, and this foundation is the one that a league like Championship will demand, but as well the standards that we want to play. We need to make sure that we're at our best, and this is a bit part of my philosophy and my way of being as a manager, as a human being. I want to be better, and I want the people around me to make me better, and I want to get the best of all of them. So I think that will be the deal and the foundation.
Leicester itself is a working class city, an industrial city, and that can be represented by the supporters, and it's the focus for them, and that is sometimes for people the most important thing in a whole week.
Definitely, and that's why I think that we need to remember that we are privileged to do what we love, that we represent a big city, and that we need to do our best to do it in a certain way. And that's why, for me, I'm one that I don't like excuses. I'm one that it's quite honest and straightforward, and in that sense, I'm sure that me, the staff, the team will try to give the best to these fans that, as you said, I think the game, especially here in England with amazing tradition that all the clubs, but a club like Leicester has, I think that we need to be proud and respectful towards this tradition. That we represent a lot of people from different backgrounds, from different parts of the world, and I'm a little bit myself, a little bit like this. I've been coaching in 5 different countries, having the opportunity to meet people from very different parts of the world and different cultures, and this is something that I think I really appreciate, and it's definitely making me learn a lot. I'm aware that we're going to have a huge responsibility this season, not only because of the expectations, but as well because of the amount of people that will make efforts to try to get a ticket on the weekend and try to support us on the games away. And I want to build that connection with them as a manager, as a team, that they feel engaged hopefully for whole 90 minutes. And it's going to be up and downs, because that's the nature of life, that's the nature of football. But I'm looking forward to create this strong connection with the fans.
Well, one thing, Marty, that we've not touched upon yet is the charitable arm, the community arm of this football club. It's so important to what King Power stand for, so important to what Leicester City Football Club itself stands for, and all the work they do in the area.
Yeah, it's amazing to hear all those things that the club does for the community, and I think that it just makes it more clear how important a football club can be for the whole city.
And again, because Leicester is a one-club city, when donations get made, whether it's to hospitals, to hospices, to schools, to charities, that it impacts not just the city but the surrounding area, and it's vital.
I think that shows the commitment as well from the ownership, and my conversations with Kun Top as well, how committed he is to the club, to the city. And of course, for me as a manager and for us, the first team, we're going to try to help as much as we can to embrace all this.
And I think for you, I guess, as a manager, coming into somewhere that is so solely a one club city, you probably now, it's still very early for you, and as you said, you've been in Austria, but I guess over the coming months you'll really realise that, and you'll get to see just how massive the club is to the people here.
Yeah, probably I will get a stop if we lose a couple of games, and then someone in the grocery will ask me for some tips. But at the same time, I'm sure that people will be as welcome as I felt from day one. I think supporters have been brilliant with me every time I had the opportunity to meet some of them, either in Austria or the few hours that I've been away from Seagrave. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to build, as I said, this connection.
Yeah, how excited are you for that first league game, Sheffield Wednesday, on Sunday at King Power Stadium?
Very excited. I think it's something that I can't wait for. Obviously, we have a lot of work to do to prepare the game properly, because always the first game of the season, it's a lot of expectations, it's a lot of pressure, and especially we just need to understand that we are one of the teams to beat in the league, and this is something that we need to be aware from day one. But I'm really excited to have my first game in front of the fans and go for it from minute one.
And I guess from a football point of view, because of the time that you've had in so far, I guess your philosophy, you're still trying to implement that and implement the style, so it may take a little bit of time.
Yeah, I think that we need to be aware that it's not possible for any manager in the world to just see a final picture of your team, especially in my case, I arrived in the middle of the preseason. But I'm convinced that the team will have this desire of playing in a certain way. I think that I mentioned before, what I want from my players is to make sure that they are all in, that we show this passion for the club, this passion for the badge, that we play an attacking football, and this will require some understanding to build some relations on how, for me, football is about space and time, and how we occupy the pitch, how we use certain space to hold the position, and always the approach will be to try to be a brave team. The way we attack, the way we always try to approach the games will be always to be a dominant team, and that will never change despite we are leading, we are chasing a result, or we are leading in the last minute of the game. We're going to try to be dominant.
Yeah, one thing that you've said a number of times, even just in this conversation now, is about the importance of playing for the badge, and the supporters, they're desperate to see that. The players giving absolutely everything, every single time they step out onto that pitch.
And this is one of the main targets that I have as a manager, to implement a culture where it's not just about Saturday, but it's about as well what do we do from Monday to Friday, how the players are so professional, they are so engaged with the club, they do the best to be the very best versions of themselves. And I will try to push for having a culture where everybody from the academy has an opportunity as well to play in the first team, always in a certain style of football, always as well understanding that it's not easy to make that journey, and as well to make sure that all the players feel proud to represent this club.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Marty. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.